So it's a common Python idiom and checks to see if the script is being run directly or it's being imported as a module. And that's actually the correct answer, right? So I can go through and I can get explanations, especially on code that maybe I've used for years, but never really thought about what it does. I've just kind of copied and pasted it, right? Let's be honest. When most of us went off to school and we got our degrees in computer science and stuff and became software developers, we thought that we'd be implementing all of these really cool algorithms and stuff like that and discovering all these new things in computer science and writing really awesome software. Well, what happens when you get into the average corporate job? The average corporate job, you copy and paste code and swap out nouns and verbs, right? You go to add a new feature to an existing piece of software, you copy a bunch of code that somebody else has already created, and then you make modifications to it to incorporate that new plugin or whatever into the software that you're working on. How much of that plugin code do you really pay attention to? Do you really know what it's doing? A lot of times in my C# classes, I'll ask the programmers in the class, those who've been using C# for 20 years, I'll have them try to explain some of the auto-generated project code that Visual Studio creates for you. Most of the time, they're not really sure what it's doing. And that's because when we copy and paste, we don't really pay attention. Well, with Copilot, we can go back to that initial code and we can go in there and we can have it explain to us what that code is doing. We can learn what that generated code is contributing to the project. That's what I mean by Copilot. It's not just, or pair programming, AI pair programmer, not just the fact that it generated some code, but I have the ability to do discussions and stuff with it.